Today I'm gonna fly Swiss Airlines from Chicago to Zurich in their Airbus A330 cabin in business class. We're gonna look at the seats, the food, and the service on board this 8 hours and 40 minutes flight. Since we're flying Star Alliance internationally in business class, we're also eligible to enter the United Polaris Lounge in Chicago, so stay tuned. Before we get into the flight itself, let's talk about the pre-flight experience. We arrived at the airport almost 4 hours before our flight to get an early check-in, so that we could go to the Polaris Lounge early. Little did we know that the check-in just had closed for Austrian, and we had to wait 50 minutes before Swiss opened the same check-in counter with the same people. For us, this meant that valuable lounge time was lost. Swiss departs from Terminal 5, while the Polaris Lounge is located at the Terminal 1, which means you have to clear custom twice. A short train ride from Terminal 5, some underground walking, and a security check, and we were at Terminal 1. The special thing about the Polaris Lounge is that only international passenger flying business or first class has access to this lounge. No status will get you in here. The appearance of the United Polaris Lounge is modern and sleek. The decor is simple and stylish with a color scheme of blue and grays. The lounge is spacious with plenty of seating areas and a variety of different seating options to choose from. The Polaris Lounge has a wide range of amenities to make a pre-flight experience more comfortable and enjoyable. There's a full-service bar, a buffet of snacks and drinks, and a variety of hot and cold dishes. The lounge has also a variety of seating options, including a private seating area, tables, and a bar-style seating. In addition to the food and drinks options available in the main lounge area, this Polaris Lounge also have a separate dining area where you can order from a menu of more substantial meal options. These options may vary, but may include dishes like steak, seafood and pasta. One thing you should taste is this oven-baked cookie with ice cream. It was so good. One of the standout amenities of United Polaris Lounge is the private shower rooms. These are modern and spacious and come equipped with all amenities you need to freshen up before your flight. The staff gladly explained how this works and gave us a guided tour of the showers and the sleeping area inside the lounge. What a super service from the staff.
Yeah, so we provide you shampoo, conditioner, lotions, shower shoes, food,
Really
everything
nice.
you need to shower. And then this is our sleeping quarters. So we provide you guys with earbuds if you guys need to use that, so that way, don't disturb the other guests. We, give you water, eye cases for you, so you can sleep better. And then like a little radio, it has different melodies to help people sleep.
Overall, my experience at the United Polaris Lounge was excellent. The amenities were top-notch and the staffs were friendly and attentive. If you're flying Star Alliance and have access to the Polaris Lounge, I highly recommend it as a place to relax and unwind before your flight. After a nice time in the lounge, it was time to go back to Terminal 5 to board the plane. The security line at Terminal 5 was short and we were ready for boarding. Swiss flies an Airbus A330 with a 3-cabin layout. In economy there is 183 seats configured in a 242 configuration. In business class there is 45 seats configured in a 122 or 221 configuration with some throne seats scattered around all over the cabin. In the first class there is 8 seats configured in a 121 configuration, but as of the title of this video I was flying business class, so I selected seat 11 Alpha for this trip. The priority boarding was quick and efficient and we made our way to our seats, which was a comfortable and spacious lie-flat bed. On our side of the aisle every second row was a solo seat and a couple seat. On the other aisle there was only solo seats. The seat itself is modern and stylish with a color scheme of blues and grays with some wooden details. Once we got to our seat, the cabin crew came with pre-departure drinks. Let's take a seat tour. In front of you there is a 12.4-inch touchscreen HD display. It's not the biggest or most modern screen I've seen in a business class, but we will get more into the screen later. Underneath the screen is a small pocket where your headset is located and some stone-edge peripherals for the TV. The pocket is both big and deep enough to store water bottle for reference. Underneath the pocket is a large area for your foot and you will have plenty of leg room. Storage-wise, there is not much more space to store your personal belongings, other than the middle console or overhead bins. In the middle console is all the buttons for controlling your chair and bed. This is the same standard as you will find in all other business class seats. Your tray table is underneath the middle console. By pushing the button in the middle, the table should pop out, but I had to push my table in to get it out. You can feel that this is an old business class product and has been in use for a long time. The table itself is not the most steady I've experienced, and it bounces a little bit. It is not possible to leave your seat while the table is out, so be sure to go to the toilet before the meal. To fold the table, you simply try to use brute force? No. Oh my god. I found it out eventually, and you need to lift it up again to lower it into the correct height and slide it in. Not that intuitive, or maybe I'm not smart enough. Next to the middle console wall, there is a reading light, headphone jack and a universal power outlet. The headrest can only be tilted back and forth and not adjusted to the sides if you want to sleep in a sitting position. It's not a big deal since the seat can be lowered to a comfortable position while watching TV. The armrest next to the window can be lowered, but you need to be smarter than me. Brute force is not the correct technique here. You simply lift the flip of the rest area to the side and push the armrest down. On the way up, on the other hand, brute force may be applicable, but don't trust me. Finally, over you there are no individual air nozzles, so you have to pray to the cabin crew gods that they'd set the correct temperature in the cabin for your liking. Swiss does include a noise-cancelling headset for all business class passengers to use. The headset is over-ear and it's comfortable enough. I didn't use it that much, but it's not like the Bose or any other top noise-cancelling headphones out there. The in-flight entertainment system feels and looks a little bit old. The screen feels like an economy or premium economy size screen. The response is a little bit slow and you have to wait for everything you push on the screen. When sunlight hits the screen, it's really hard to see the content on the screen. The content itself is not the most up-to-date, but has some good old classics. And of course you have the flight map to follow your flight path along the way. The Amenity kit comes in a metal box and contains a toothbrush, toothpaste, red socks, eye masks and earplugs. I feel that Swiss could have put more effort into this box. There is no cream or lip balm or anything special about this. After going through the seats and the amenities, it was time for takeoff. Today's trip will take us from Chicago over the Atlantic Ocean over to Zurich, about 4,443 miles. The flight time is estimated to be 8 hours and 40 minutes. Since this was a night flight, the crew was quickly out and started the serving for the night. It was a limited selection to choose from, but they had the tuna poke for starter, the beef tenderloin for main, and the tiramisu for dessert. The food was plated on one tray, so the presentation was nothing to speak about. The food tasted, on the other hand, excellent. The tuna was nice and tasty and the beef cooked perfectly. To end it all for the night, I ate the whole tiramisu and was so full after this meal. Before sleeping, I went to check the free solo seat behind me before going to the bathroom preparing for the night. The business class toilet has no extra amenities or soap that you usually find in a business class toilet. The room itself is not the biggest, but it does its job. I think they usually have soap and amenities in the toilet, so this can be because of the COVID. So I guess I need to take another Swiss business class flight to find out. Swiss only includes 50 megabytes of data free for its first class passenger. So if you're flying business, you have to pay for Wi-Fi. The prices is insane for connection. For only 220 megabytes of data, you have to pay over $60. Compared to Turkish Airlines, this is insane. Turkish give all its business class passengers 1 gigabyte of free data. I didn't waste my money on this, so I don't know how the speed is, but $60 for this is not worth it. The lie flat bed is comfortable with plenty of space to stretch out and relax. The seat has also a variety of different seating positions, so you can find the most relaxing, comfortable position for you. Behind your head there is also a control panel to control the lights and the TV. After sleeping for some hours, I got woken up to breakfast before landing. I slept good and must say that the bed was comfortable with comfortable mattress pad and plenty of pillows and blankets. The breakfast we got served was ham, cheese, fruit, yogurt and some bagels. And to top it off, we had some coffee and orange juice. A nice meal to wake up to. While I'm eating breakfast, I will try to summarize my Swiss business class experience with you. Overall, my experience with Swiss business class was okay. The seat itself was comfortable, but the cabin hard product was not up to date or modern, such as other business class competitors such as Singapore Airlines, Qatar or ANA. The cabin had its wear and tear, and the tray table was not as stable as I wished. The IFE was also disappointing, with a small screen and a bad quality and a little bit old movie library. The amenities was a small metal box with only toothbrush, earplugs, socks and eye mask. Usually other carriers have a hand lotion, lip balm and other stuff. Here Swiss could step up its game. The service on board were good and the staff was friendly. The food was nice, even though the presentation was not the best with everything on a plate instead of serving it meal by meal. The Wi-Fi prices on all Swiss flights is a joke. They don't give any free data in business class, and buying packages is ridiculously expensive, so be sure to download movies before you board the flight. Overall, Swiss business class is an okay product if you want good food on a comfortable bed and don't care about the exterior and have your own movie library. So would I use my miles or pay for this again? Probably not on the Airbus A330. There are so many other business class products out there that beat Swiss in so many areas. If you're new to business class and want to experience this for the first time, try another company. You will get a better feeling, especially when it comes to the hard products such as the cabin interior and the luxurious experience you should have when flying business class. This was all I had for Swiss business class for this time. But if you like my videos, I would be happy if you subscribe to my channel so I can continue reviewing airlines. Check out some of my other videos in the meantime, and until next time, have a safe flight.